The nature of love. The little we know about love does not transcend simple observation, and the little we write about it has been written better by poets and novelists. But of greater concern is the fact that psychologists tend to give progressively less attention to a motive which pervades our entire lives. Psychologists, at least psychologists who write textbooks, not only show no interest in the origin and development of love or affection, but they seem to be unaware of its very existence. In a nutshell, warm with physical bonds in infancy are vital to our becoming healthy adults. Harry Harlow. In 1958, primate researcher Harry Harlow was elected president of the American Physiological Association. In the same year, he visited Washington, D.C., where the association was having its annual meeting to deliver a paper on his recent experiments with the rhesus monkeys. In the 1950s, American psychology was dominated by the behaviorists whose endless experiments with labs rat aimed to show how easily the mammalian mind was shaped by its environment. Harlow and his wife Margaret went against the norm by studying monkeys, which they thought gave much better insight into human action. A straight talker, Harlow also refused to use terms like proximity when what they really meant was love. He told his audience, "Love is a wondrous state, deep, tender, and rewarding because of its intimate and personal nature. It is regarded by some as an improper topic for experimental research. But whatever our personal feelings may be, our assigned mission as psychologists is to analyze all facts of human and animals' behavior into their component variables. So far as love or affection is concerned, physiologists have failed in this mission. The behavior doctrine was that human beings were motivated according to their primary drives of hunger, thirst, elimination, pain, and six other motives, including love and affection, were secondary to these. In children, affection was downplayed in favor of the behalf in training, and there was little understanding of what we now know about the importance of babies of physical contact. Harlow's paper, The Nature of Love, turned all this on its head. His refusal to see love and affection as simply a secondary drive in it became one of the most celebrated scientific papers ever written. Food, water, and love. Harlow chose to work with young rhesus monkeys because they are more mature than human infants and show little difference to human babies in how they nurse, cling, respond to affection, and even see and hear. The way they learn and even how they experience and express fear and frustration are also similar. He noticed that in the absence of contact with their mothers, lab-raised monkeys became very attached to the cloth parts, according actually the diapers or nappies that covered the hard floors of their cages when they were periodically removed in order to put new pets down. The baby monkeys had terrible tantrums. These reactions, Harlow noted, was just like the attachment that human babies developed to a certain pillow, blanket, or cuddly toy. Startling, his research found that baby monkeys raised in wire mesh cages with no pets had very little chance of surviving for more than 5 days. It seemed that soft things to cling to were not merely a matter of comfort, but in the absence of their mothers were a primarily factor in the monkey's survival. The behaviorist view was that babies, monkeys, or humans loved their mothers for the milk that they provided, since this satisfied a primary need. But what Harlow had seen when with the clothes pets made him wonder whether babies might love their mothers not for their milk only, but because they provided warmth and affection. Perhaps love was as basic a need as food and water.